What's going on, guys? My name is Noah Booker. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing my favorite director, Zack Snyder's new movie, Army of the Dead. It's a lot of fun, and I have a lot to say about it. So without further ado, let's jump right into the review. Guys, let me just start off by saying I am a huge Zack Snyder fanboy. I love all his films, especially the DCEU films, starting with Man of Steel, leading into Batman v Superman, and now culminating in Justice League. Zack Snyder is harkening back to his original movie, Dawn of the Dead, with Army of the Dead, and clearly showing that he has progressed as a director and as a writer. This movie does not feel like any other zombie movie I have seen because it's taking pretty big risks and trying some new things with the zombie formula. But I do think the best part of this movie is actually the story. I personally feel that this is a very deep and slow-paced story just wrapped up in a pretty badass zombie epic. Without actually giving too much away, spoiler-wise, the movie does follow Scott Ward, our main character, played by Dave Bautista, trying to pull off a zombie heist with a ragtag team of members that he has put together to pull off a heist worth $200 million. One thing I feel this movie does really well, if you're a Zack Snyder fan or just a fan of zombie movies in general, is the amount of love and attention to detail that it shows to past zombie movies and Easter eggs. My favorite Easter eggs is the actual cut of Zack Snyder's Justice League is seen in the vault with the money during the movie. Another one of my favorite Easter eggs is in the form of Amari Hardwick's character having a tattoo of the Omega symbol, which is actually the symbol that Darkseid uses and is one of the main villains of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Then having Samantha Wynn's character Chambers being based off of Vasquez in the movie Aliens. But one of the main spoiler things I do want to speak on is the idea of the time loop. A couple characters in the movie bring up this idea that maybe they're stuck in a loop, and it is actually alluded to in the movie based on some skeletons that these characters might have actually been there before. But in my opinion, the story detail that is a little more interesting than that is the idea that the zombie from the beginning, the Alpha, is actually an alien or somehow caused by aliens, because we actually do get to see aliens flying off as the Humvee leaves Area 51. If that is indeed the case, that is a huge callback to George R. Romero's original zombie classic Night of the Living Dead. Great story and cool Easter eggs aside, it cannot be a Zack Snyder movie without a lot of cool action, and Army of the Dead is no slouch in that category. Like I actually said earlier, the opening of this movie after the initial bite and the alpha zombie gets out is the downfall of Las Vegas, and in my opinion that is a whole zombie movie in itself, and that's only the first 5 to 10 minutes of the overall movie. And sticking on the point of Las Vegas, I feel like that is a great location to have a zombie movie in and feel different. I don't think I've ever heard of a zombie movie taking place in Las Vegas, and it's such a nice and colorful place to set the undead wreaking havoc. And on a little side note, I just want to speak on the zombie tiger. The fact that I can say that in a sentence, zombie tiger, is amazing. That thing is in the trailers, it's in the promotional material, and Zack uses full advantage of the zombie tiger, giving some badass kills and some pretty glory moments for the tiger itself. But you cannot have the zombie tiger without having the zombie alpha or the zombie king, and I think that is a great concept for this movie and for zombies in general. The fact that the zombie was smart enough to wear armor when needed, the fact that he was able to build this whole army of zombies and even reproduce. He reproduced with the zombie queen, leading to a zombie baby. That is unfortunately killed, leading to him just going full rampage, leading to the final act of this movie. With all that being said, I do think Zack definitely delivered on what I was expecting and what I wanted from his next zombie movie. Now, where would I place this in, like, conjunction with the rest of his movies, like on a list in my top 5? Well, here's how I would list them. Coming in at number 5 is actually Army of the Dead. I know it's his most recent release, and I do need to watch it a few more times, and it could possibly go up on my list further, but as of right now, it is sitting at number 5. Number 4 for me would actually have to be Man of Steel, Zack Snyder's first movie in his DC cinematic universe, and that movie, in my opinion, is the tentpole Superman movie, and I think even better than the original Christopher Reeve movie. I know that might be sacrilegious to say, but I do love that movie and what it represents for Superman. Coming in at number 3 for me is actually Zack Snyder's Watchmen. I love Watchmen. That movie is actually what got me into Zack Snyder's movies, leading me to go back and watch the rest of his discography, and I just love the idea of Watchmen. I went back and read the graphic novel after seeing the movie, fell in love with the characters even more, and even since then, rewatching Watchmen to this day, it holds up very well, and I think is actually one of the best superhero movies of all time. My second favorite Zack Snyder movie is Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman holds a very special place in my heart because it came out around a time that I really needed it, and I actually ended up seeing it in theaters 8 times. It's just a comfort movie for me, and I've even seen it more times ever since the Ultimate Edition came out, which in my opinion is a far superior movie. Batman v Superman gives, in my opinion, the definitive version of Batman. Yeah, I said it. And Henry Cavill once again knocks it out of the park as Superman. I would actually love to give a retrospect review of Batman v Superman, so if you guys would like it, maybe leave a comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what I should do. But there is only one Zack Snyder movie that, in my opinion, is better than the rest, and that is actually his version of Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League is my favorite movie of his, and in my opinion, is one of the greatest superhero movies of all time. The movie to me is just perfect. It delivers on everything that was set up in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, and is collectively put together in such a way that honors the characters of the past as well as introduces the new characters into the DCEU. Not only is it a great DC movie, it actually has a very symbolic meaning behind the movie with release the Snyder Cut, and that is with mental health. Unfortunately, Zack's daughter did pass away, but the movement that was created out of the want for Zack Snyder's Justice League was able to raise so much money for mental health as well as suicide awareness, which in my opinion, makes the movie so much better, and the reason why I wanted to start this YouTube channel in the first place. I'm still planning on reviewing and giving my total thoughts of the Zack Snyder's Justice League, but every time I try to do it, something comes up, and it's actually turning into a full video essay, but I promise I'm still going to release it when it's ready. But until then, I will be releasing more content as I see fit. So guys, I gave you a little bit of thought for Army of the Dead, gave you my overall impressions, some Easter eggs, and even gave you my top 5 Zack Snyder movies, and I'm just getting started with the channel. Like I said, I have a bunch of other videos in mind, a couple video essays, and I would even like to release my own feature film on YouTube, hopefully, fingers crossed, in the near future. But with all that being said, guys, if you would please leave a like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, because I am going to be releasing more content in the upcoming days and weeks, and I just want you to be able to see it as soon as it posts. But without further ado, guys, my name is Noah Booker. Please stay positive. Remember, we should all love each other and be good people.